Hope you are all safe at home. Today in this video lesson, we are going to talk about a new chapter, that is chapter 8 of class 10, that is the similar triangles. Right. Now, in this introductory part, we will be discussing what is similarity, the congruency, the similarity of triangles and few more problems. Now, this is not a new concept as far as the triangles are concerned. Right. Now, if I want to do a recap of the triangles, so the triangles and their properties, right? And in previous classes, you were learning about the congruency, right? What is the congruency here? Let me give you a recap of the congruency. So this is congruency. The symbol of congruency. Now, let me take two triangles here. This is one triangle. Let me name this as A, B and C. And here P, Q and R. Okay. Right. These two triangles, by seeing they are the geometrical figures, isn't it? They are the triangles and I say that these two are congruent. Now, how do I say that these two are congruent? Because these figures, they are the geometrical closed figures. They are having the same shape and same size. Because how can I say that they are having the same size? If I overlap this with the triangle of ABC, that means if I see like if I draw this with the blue color, let me draw PQR with the blue color. This is the blue triangle is PQR, whereas the black triangle is ABC. Now, if I take this triangle and overlap on this, exactly it fits. Okay. Now, it fits means it exactly forms this type. Now, there won't be any distortions like this. Here, I have overlapped here A, B, C as well as P, Q, R. So, that means what am I going to inform you is that both of them are having same angles, same sides. That means they are having the same shape and as well as the same size. So, such triangles or such geometrical figures are called as the congruent. So, having same or equal size or same size and same shape. Shape in the sense, this is triangle, this is triangle. We are not taking another polygon wherein it is a square or something. I am comparing the same shapes. But also they are having equal sizes. The corresponding sides are equal, same size. How am I inferring that they are equal? Because I am overlapping this on this triangle and I have drawn this. The blue and the black, both are exactly fitted. They have been overlapped. That means these two are congruent. That is which we have learnt in your previous classes. Now, today in our class, the core topic is similar triangles. But before going into the similar triangles, let us know what is the similarity, right? What do you mean by similarity? Now, similarity of figures, geometric figures or any figures. Okay. Now, here, if you see, I'll be giving you few photographs of mine. See the photographs on the board. See this? All the three photographs here. Okay. All these three photographs, there is a variation. Now, I tell that they are photographs of mine. That means they are all similar, I tell. Now, from this, what can we infer is that, see, the first photograph is a bit diminished. That means it has been contracted, like it is in this stamp size. We know the stamp size photographs. Now, the second photograph here is in passport size, which you use for your applications and all, the passport size. The third photograph is enlarged size. You can call it as a postcard size also, postcard size. So all these photographs, when the photographer is taking the photos, he will not take all these three differently. He will take with only one film. He will take the photograph of using a film, probably 16:9 or some ratio. Then which size we want, he will be enlarging it or he will be diminishing. So those will be contracted or enlarged. That means here in all these three photographs we can clearly say that they are having the same shape. That means all these three are of my photographs, isn't it? They are having the same shape, but the size is different. Okay, this is stamp size, the second one is passport size, the third one is a bit enlarged, that is the postcard size, right? So with this concept that similarity means having, so I can tell that similarity means same shape, right? Same shape, but and not of same size. Okay, same shape but not need not be, you can say need not be same size. Okay, the sizes are different. Stamp size, passport size, postcard size, isn't it? The sizes are different but the shape is same, intact. But whereas when we compare to the congruency, there we have same shape as well as the same size. When we saw in the case of the triangles, they were overlapping, exactly fitting in it, right? So this is all about the similarity of any figure, right? Now here the topic is that similar triangles. The core topic is similar triangles. Let me make you understand the similarity, right? Now if you see, I'll draw a few figures here. Now these are squares, okay? I am drawing another square inside it. This is not overlapping here. So I tell these three are the squares, okay? They are similar. That means they are having the same shape. All are squares, but the sizes are different. Different sizes they are having. Likewise, if you take the triangles, equilateral triangle, if I take all equilateral triangles means all the angles 60 degrees, three angles 60 degrees and all sides. Okay, I'll take another equilateral triangle, another equilateral triangle. So these are similar equilateral triangles. Similar equilateral triangles. Same as the case of you take a circle with some radius, then you diminish it with another radius, likewise the same. Okay, the center is same, concentric circles. Okay, one circle inside the other circle. All these circles are similar circles. These are similar squares. Similar squares, and here similar circles. Now clearly, what is the difference between congruency and similarity? Similarity means having same size but need not be same shape, right? Okay, same shape need not be same size. That is similarity. Whereas the congruency means having the same shape as well as the same side. Okay, same size. Now I'll tell you a few examples of similarity versus the congruency so that you'll understand the concept. When we compare the concepts only, you can get the concept. You can get what is similarity, right? Now congruency versus similarity. Now also that we know congruency means the symbol is this one. Okay, here in the symbol, if you see, this is the similarity and this is equals to. Okay, equals to. This is similarity. Similar, the symbol. So complete thing is congruency, right? Whereas similar means just an inverted S, a curly S, right? This means two are similar. Now, if let us discuss the congruency versus similarity, starting with the basic lines. Now, I'll draw some lines. Now, this is a 5 centimeter line. Okay. Now, again, I'll draw another line. This is PQ. This is also 5 centimeters. Another line I'll draw here. XY. This is 3 centimeters. So I'm not drawing exactly to the scale, but I'm telling that this is 5 centimeters, this is 6. Now, let me discuss about the line segments. Which of them here are congruent and which of them are similar? Now, can you tell me? Now, we know the concept of congruency and we know the concept of similarity. Now, here, if you see all our lines, that means the shape. Shape means the lines. They are lines. They are not compared with another geometric figure, isn't it? All are line segments. That means shape is same. So, they are having same shape. One condition is satisfied. Now, but they are in different sizes. This is 5 centimeters. This is 3 centimeters. This is a distorted one of this, or it is diminished. It is shrinked. Okay. Now, this is similar to this. This is same in length with that of same length of PQ. So, we can say that from all these three, which are having same sizes. So, same sizes means if I take AB line is similar to PQ line segment. Okay. These two are similar because they are having same shape as well as the same size, 5 centimeters each. But these two, XY and AB, are not similar. Okay? No. See here, these two are similar as well as these two are, now here, these two are congruent also. See here. First, let me compare these two first. They are similar because they are having the same shape and same size also. So, but for similarity, size may be different. Okay. When I have told about the photograph, the sizes are different. When I have told about the squares, sizes are different. Sizes may be different, but they may be similar because they may have equal size or they may don't have equal size. They need not be. Okay. So, these both are similar as well as congruent. These both. But whereas if I compare these two are similar here. AB is similar to XY. Why? Why I am telling these two are similar? Because they are having same shape but different sizes. Okay. But they are not congruent. These two are not congruent. These two are not congruent. But these two are congruent as well as similar. So, when you tell similarity, so you can infer from this that all congruent figures are similar. Okay. Because congruency means same shape, same size. But all similar figures need not be congruent. You understood this? They need not be congruent. Now, all congruent are similar, right? But all similar figures need not be congruent. Now, quickly copy down. Pause. Now, let's see few questions. Let's ponder upon few questions so that you will understand clearly the concept of congruency and the similarity. Now, few questions I have written for you so that we will think and we will discuss them. Right. The first one is, are all congruent figures similar? Now, are they similar? Yes or no? Let me see using. Now, let me take two congruent figures. Let me take the triangles only. So, AB and ABC, PQR. Both of them are congruent. Okay. They are congruent. But are all the congruent figures similar? Yes, because similarity means same shape as well as same size, isn't it? Size is also same and shape is also same. So, surely all the congruent figures are similar, right? Now, are all similar figures congruent? Are all similar figures congruent? Now let me take a case of the line only. Okay, if I take this line and this line, so this is 2 centimeters, this is about 5 centimeters. Okay, AB and CD. So I tell these are similar because having same shape but need not be same size, isn't it? So are all similar figures congruent? They are not congruent because if I overlap this on this, it doesn't exactly fit. That means they are not having equal sizes, isn't it? So they are not congruent. So no, they are not. They need not be. Okay. Now, are all line segments similar? Now the same thing, are all similar figures congruent? Are all line segments similar? Yes, you take this case. See, any line segment, even though if it is equal 5, 5, okay, or in the case of 5 and 2, see, these are all similar, isn't it? All these are similar. All of them, even though they are 5 centimeters, 7 centimeters, 3 centimeters, they are lines, they are having same shape. So, all the line segments are similar. This is yes. Okay. Now, are all squares similar? Right. Let us see the squares. Okay. All the squares. Now, the bigger square and the smaller square I am taking. Okay. So, this is having a side 2 centimeters. This is having a side 4 centimeters. Let me suppose. So, they are similar. All the squares. Whether they are equal also, whether they are congruent also, they are similar. Isn't it? So, if I take same 4 and 4, okay, they are also similar. That means yes. Now, are all circles similar? Right, the same as the case of this. Same circles. So, having different radii concentric. So, they are similar. They are having the same shape. All are circles. They are not ellipse or they are not some other figures. All are circles but having different sizes depending on the radii. Okay, they are same. So, are all rectangles similar? No, need not be. Why? Because I'll explain you. So, if I take the case of, now if I take, this is one rectangle having 5 centimeters, this having 2 centimeters breadth. If I take another rectangle, no, this is 1 centimeter, this is 3 centimeters. Okay. Are all rectangles similar? They are not similar. Okay. But, and they are not even congruent also, because are all rectangles similar? They are not similar because see the ratio in proportionate we have to see. The ratio of the sides, this is 5. This is 3, this is 2, this is 1. In proportionate if you see, they are not similar. Likewise, if I overlap also, it is not congruent. If they are proportionate, then you can say that they are. So, if I see here, one case, if I see this is 2 and this is 4 centimeters. And if I take a bigger one, this is 4 and this is 8, suppose, centimeters. So, in proportionate, see here in same ratio, this 2 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 8 centimeters. So, in proportionate, if I increase, then they are similar. So, that's why I told need not be. That means they may be, they may not be. But surely they are asking, are all rectangles similar? Means all rectangles are not similar. They may be, they may not be. Isn't it? Depending on the proportionate sides. Okay. So, with this, the concept, I want to explain you the congruency and the similarity to make you perfect. Now, let us quickly copy down. Let us see the similarity of the triangles, which is a core subject now. The core topic is that the similarity of triangles. Okay. That here, the chapter name is similar triangles, isn't it? So, we will check for the triangles. Let me draw two triangles here. Now, triangle ABC and a triangle PQR. A, B and C. P here, Q here and R here. Now, these two are similar. Yes, because we know the similarity of figures. That means they are having the same shape. They are triangles. And they are having different sizes, need not be of same size. They may be stamp size, they may be postcard size, they may be passport size, which we discussed. So they are different sizes, but they are similar. Now how do I tell? Now for the similarity of triangles, we can say, now if I say angle A, the corresponding angle is P to this triangle. These are equal, and angle B are also equal to the angle Q. Okay, I'm making it equal, right? Now the third angle, that is angle C, is equal to angle R. Then they are said to be similar. That means, so from this condition, when they are similar, when the two triangles are, when they are similar, this is the representation of similarity. When they are similar, when, if and only if and only if the corresponding, here, now the first condition is that the corresponding angles, what I have done, the angle A, angle B, angle Q. So the corresponding angles are equal, and here the second point is that the corresponding sides, here these are AB, PQ. Are they equal here? No. This is smaller, this is bigger. And AC, PR, this is a bit smaller, that is bigger. But this condition is that the corresponding sides are in same ratio. Now, I am not telling it as equal. If I tell it as equal, it becomes congruency. Right? Telling it as are in same ratio. Now, what do you mean by the same ratio? Same ratio means that is in proportion. That is in proportion. Now, in the case of rectangles, which we discussed earlier, rectangles I told they are not similar because in the same proportion they are not increasing. When you are taking for the sides, in the same ratio they are not increasing. But they are increasing differently. One is, the breadth is 2, the other one is breadth is 1. The one breadth is 5, the other one is 3. So, in the same proportion they are not increasing. That means this condition is very important for the similarity. In general, we say that similar figures, they are having same shape and same size, that is for congruency. But similar, same shape but need not be same size, isn't it? But in that, if you discuss the similarity of triangles, when they are similar, if and only if the condition is applied, if and only if the corresponding angles are equal, the angles must be equal. Remember, equal. If this is 60 degrees, this is 30 degrees, this must be 30 degrees. The corresponding means and I am comparing two triangles. This is the A is corresponding to P. Okay, the corresponding angles are surely equal, whereas the corresponding sides need not be equal, but they must be in the same ratio. For that, in the case of rectangles, they are not increasing in the same ratio. That's why I told they are not similar. They may be similar, they may not be similar depending on the increasing in the ratio. So, corresponding sides are in the same ratio, that is in proportion they should be. Now here, if you see the angles here, now the angle A is equal to angle P. These are the corresponding angles. Now, the angle B equals to angle Q and angle C equals to angle R. So, the first condition is proved. Now, the second, corresponding sides are in proportion. Sides, let me see, AB. Now, when I am telling the ratio means divided, isn't it? AB. Corresponding to this AB, it is PQ. So, this must be in the same ratio when you are comparing with the another. AC corresponding is PR. AC by PR should be in the same ratio. Whereas the third side, VC by QR. Okay, this must be equal to some constant, some k, the scale factor, let me suppose some k. So that means we are telling that the corresponding sides, these are the sides, they are the corresponding sides, they are in the same ratio. Then only these two are the important conditions for the similarity of triangles. Now, if I take an obtuse angle triangle here and an acute angle triangle, are they similar? No. Are they similar? Can I tell that they are similar? No, because they are having the shape. Okay, but this is obtuse angle. The corresponding sides are not. And also, angles are also not equal. Obtuse angle triangle, it will be more than 90. Here, all the angles are below 90. So, the first condition is also not satisfied. Corresponding angles are not equal. That means they are not similar. Though they are both are triangles. This is obtuse angle, this is acute angle. Though they are triangles, but they are not similar. No? Likewise, we will be seeing these two conditions. The corresponding angles must be equal. The corresponding sides must be in the same ratio. Now pause and note it down. Let's discuss the criteria. Now when we are telling the similarity, we were telling the two conditions that the corresponding angles must be equal. The corresponding sides must be in the same ratio. That means 3 angles and 3 sides and 3 sides in the same ratio. That means we don't have to check here all the 6 parts. 6 parts. What are the 6 parts? That are 3 angles and 3 sides. Okay. We don't need to check all the 6 parts, but we have a criteria for similarity. When I am telling 2 triangles are similar, then we have few criteria. These criteria we have discussed in the congruency in the previous classes also. That is about congruency, but this is the similarity. Now, we don't have to check all the 6 parts. Now, the criteria is that here the first criteria is side criteria. Okay. With this criteria, that is side. Okay. Side and side criteria. With this criteria, if I check the criteria, then I can say those two are similar. Let me take 2 triangles here. Okay. Okay, this is of 2.5 centimeters ABC and XYZ. Okay. This is 2.5 centimeters. Right, this is 4 centimeters. This is 3 centimeters. Suppose. Now here, this is 5 centimeters. Right, this is 8 centimeters. This is 6 centimeters. Right. Now, I'll tell that these two are similar. They are similar. That means triangle ABC is similar to the triangle X, Z and Y. Why am I writing the order? Why am I not writing in this alphabetical order X, Y, Z? Because here if you see, the order is very important as far as similarity. A, B, C. Now AB is 2.5, whereas XY, the corresponding side which is in proportion is XZ. So XZ and Y. Okay. Now YZ here BC. BC is 3. Corresponding side 6 centimeters is YZ. So I am writing the order XZY. Okay. These two are similar because the sides are in proportion, isn't it? So how we get AB by this side and XZ. Okay. And AC, if you take AC is in proportion with XY. And BC is in proportion by YZ. Okay. So all this, if you divide, that is the ratio 2.5 by 5, 4 by 8 and 3 by 6. That comes to, the scale factor is 1 by 2 only. That means they are similar by just checking the side. Here I am not seeing any angles. Okay. I am just checking all the 3 sides. If they are in proportion, they are having the same ratio, then they are similar. Likewise, we have the second property, the second criteria, that is here, that is SSS. The second one is SAS criteria. Now, this criteria we have any two, if you take any two triangles, no, okay, two sides and one angle, that angle must be, if I take this 2 centimeters, this is 4 centimeters, this is 3 centimeters, this is 6 centimeters, okay, but now I am not considering the third side, okay. Now they haven't given us the third side, but the included angle between these two sides, one angle is included. So these two are same. That means let that be, this is about 40, so some 50 degrees, suppose 50 degrees. So this is also 50 degrees. Then that means one angle and two sides, if they are equal, then I say that these two angles are similar. Let me suppose this as X, Y, Z and let this as P, Q, R. Now the angle means not any angle. The angle must be included in between the sides. The included angle. It must be sandwiched into these two sides. Okay. Now not considering the other angles. Okay. If some other angle is equal, then we cannot say that they are similar. See, if two sides are equal and some other angle, some 70 here and some here 60. If they are equal also, 70 and 70, if they are equal also, that doesn't satisfy this criteria. Because angle, I am saying, angle is being sandwiched here. It is called as the included angle between these two sides. Then this condition, then I can say that these two are similar. Likewise, we have the third condition. I'll write it here. That is angle, angle and angle. Okay, three angles, or else we can also say that only just two angles. Now why like this? I'll explain you while I'm telling the problem. Now if you take three triangles here and two triangles here, let this be PQR and let this be XYZ, some triangles. Okay. Now if I take any two angles here, this angle and this angle, this angle and this angle, they are equal. Suppose this is corresponding angle Y and Q and R and Z. Two angles, if they are same, let this be some 50 and this 60. So this is also 50 degrees, 60 degrees. Right. Angle, angle, angle means all the three angles must be equal to all the three angles of the corresponding triangle. So I tell that they are similar. Now why I am telling angle, 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 3 I told, but I have also write, if you check for only two angles, it's enough, because now if you sum up this, it comes to 110 degrees. Now if you sum up this, 110 degrees. And we know that sum of all three triangles in a triangle is equal to 180. So 180 minus 110, here surely you will get 70. Okay, the third angle will be obviously equal. If you check for two angles, if two angles are equal, it's enough. Then we can say that these two are similar. Why the third angle will be equal? Because we know that the property of triangles, that sum of all the three angles in a triangle is 180. So how do I get this angle? By subtracting it from the sum of the other two angles. So this will be anyhow equal only. Now here in this case it is 70. Okay, 70 and 70. So if you check only two angle criteria, then they are equal. So these three are the criteria for checking the similarity of triangles, only for the case of triangles. We have discussed the criteria in our previous classes for the congruency. There you have SSS, SAS, AA and also another RHS is there, right? Right side, the hypotenuse side and all that, RHS. But here we don't have the RHS, only three criteria are there. If the similarity is satisfying any of the criteria, then we can say both the triangles are similar. I hope you have understood today's class, and please do understand the concept well. In the next video lesson, we are going to discuss the theorems. Thank you.